want to appeal again to colleagues that would be discussed today.
Recording in progress.
Because this event is a very rich and enriching one, and it goes beyond what we are going to just listen in the next 30, 40 minutes alone. We would implement it, and then I'm sure that this discussion will also foster a lot of deliberations afterwards. Therefore, I'm glad to open this event on behalf of the Vice Chancellor and management and staff of Thomas Adewumi University. For those that are joining us virtually, Thomas Adewumi University is a private university in Nigeria. We are named Nigeria's fastest growing STEMI institution. STEMI stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics, and Innovation. And this is our way of promoting research, artificial intelligence, and entrepreneurship. We will now kickstart this event by taking the citation of the facilitator, Dr. Adekunle Adeleke. I hand over back to Dami to take the citation now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Dr. Adekunle Adeleke is a renowned Nigerian mechanical engineer and academic, currently serving as head of Department of Mechanical Engineering of Nile University of Nigeria, a member of the Honoris United Universities Network. He is also the principal investigator of Waste to Wealth Research Group, NUN, while doubling as Associate Chief Editor, now Journal of Engineering and Applied Science, with a PhD, M.Eng distinction, and B.Eng from the University of Ilorin. He is a Korean registered engineer and a member of the Nigerian Institution of Mechanical Engineers. His research focuses on sustainable materials and energy systems, particularly in converting waste into valuable products, such as bioplastic, wood plastic composites, and bioenergy. He has published over 220 scholar articles in reputable international journals and has been recognized among Nigeria's top 50 researchers for the past 6 years by Skyver, winning Best Researcher at Nile University from 2022 till date. Dr. Adeleke is a committed mentor, innovator with 5 patents, consultant to energy companies, and advocate for engineering solutions to human development challenges. He is a speaker to local and international conferences. He teaches in material and metallurgical engineering courses, research methodology, and renewable materials. Please, a round of applause for him. Dr. Adeleke, sir.
Dr. Adeleke, sir.
Thank you so much. You are muted, sir. Okay, you are muted. You have the floor now. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Permit me to share my screen while I observe all the protocols.
You'll be made a co-host so that you can share your screen. Thank you.
I believe you can see my screen now.
We can see your screen.
Let me know if you can see my screen.
We can see your screen.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. The Vice Chancellor, if she's present or in absentia, the coordinator of KnowledgeX series, and all the lecturers that are present, the professors and students. Thank you for this opportunity to be the facilitator of this June edition. As read, I'm Dr. Adeleke, currently at the Department of Mechanical Engineering at University, and I have just 40 minutes for this discussion, so I'll be very fast at it because it's a very fertile one, and it could take us more than 3-4 hours, but we have 40 minutes, so let's go straight to it. So I'll talk about intellectual goldmine, unlocking wealth through academic innovation. This topic is actually very significant now when it seems majority of academics in Nigeria are actually not tapping into the wealth of their strengths. and their capacity. Bruce Maram said, in the 21st century economy, knowledge and innovation have become the new currency of wealth, of which majority have not tapped into it, and we are still within the traditional teaching in class and doing research, basic research, and then getting promoted to the rank of senior lecturer, professors, and all of those stuff. Whereas we also can make wealth personally and also contribute to the wealth of the society. So I will have this discussion with this outline. We'll introduce a little and then talk about innovation, looking at the triple helix model. Some of us might know triple helix, or some of us have joined them. It's a very good platform to join. Academic innovation, unlocking our wealth as an institution. We look at some case studies, and then we'll talk about unlocking wealth as individual, and probably I'll talk about practical section on ALCS. Maybe some of us are aware of it, maybe some of us are not, but I'll be glad to share with us that platform where you can also make personal money for yourself. So, my quote, academics must move beyond the classroom and begin to unlock wealth from their intellectual strength and capacity. Now, our ideas, research, innovation, and solution, they are gold mines. So if we learn to refine them, if we learn to package them, and if we learn to position them in the markets of relevance, impact, and income, as we progress with this discussion, you will see the meaning of this. So, as a matter of introduction, basically we know that university.
Dr. Adeleke, sir, can you make your presentation in presenter mode so that we can see your slides?
Can't you see my slide? I made it in presenter mode already.
Okay. We are just seeing introduction now.
Oh, I've moved past introduction since. Imagine.
Thank you.
What about now?
We can see the quotation in the 21st century economy.
And then outline, can you see? Or is it not moving?
Go ahead.
Can you see the outline now?
Not yet. Oh. Not yet, but to save time, please go ahead. It's going to work. Yes, it's coming up now. Go ahead,
it's coming. Go ahead. So you can see it only like this because it seems it's difficult for, I don't know why it's not forthcoming. But can you see it this way?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So if I leave it like this, rather than sharing it as slideshow, then no problem. So I was trying to quote, have this quotation that academic must move beyond the classroom and begin to unlock wealth through their intellectual strength and capacity. So the ideas we wake up with in the morning, the ideas we see all around about us, the problem we see and we want to solve, the research we do, the idea of innovation, doing things in a better way, making life easy for people, and the solution we bring on board, they're actually gold mines. And that if we know how to refine them well, if we know how to package them well, and if we know how to place them at the market space of relevance and impact, and then of income. So it is very essential we take note of that. So now, institutions generally have been recognized that we are the hub of knowledge creation. Yes, that's the truth. But if you look at what is going on, it seems that in Nigeria and part of the developing country, we are really not exploring the capacity that we have in order to make wealth. And so sometimes you see that majority of academics, professors, and lecturers struggles with life and struggles with basic economic issues. And so some people are even running away. I asked my student, do you want to become a lecturer? I said, never in my life. I can never be a lecturer. Lecturers are always broke because they think lecturers are broke, but that's not the reality. With the capacity we have, we can actually unlock wealth not only for ourselves, but also for a nation. So I said through research and development, intellectual properties, I'm talking about patents, copyrights, okay, protection, and of course, entrepreneurial activities, university institution can significantly contribute to economic prosperity of a nation and of course, of their staff. Now, the way technology is going now, there is a necessity for us to move beyond just the role we take as teachers in class and begin to participate in the economic ecosystem of the nation, and also how to get value for our capacity. As we progress, you will see some certain things I brought up. So now I brought the idea of the triple LEs. I hope you can see my slide, please. And if I'm too fast, let me know, because I have 40 minutes. Hello?
Please go ahead, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, sir. You can see your point.
All right. So I talked about innovation looking at the triple LEs model. In triple LEs, there is this interaction between the governments, the industry, and the university and research institutes, okay, where there is funding, okay, for research, where there is job opportunity from even the research that is coming from university, thereby universities contributing to the development of industry. The industry is in one way also contributing to taxes and jobs and infrastructure of the nation. So we must move beyond just doing research, basic research, to understand, to have knowledge, to improve academic capacity or understanding of basic science, to begin to see how to solve problems that are inherent with us as a nation. Recently, I remember I was talking, I was discussing on a radio station in Tunisia, and I was telling them, when they were asking, some of you are not ready to leave your continent or country. I remember I was telling them that when you solve problem for your country, you become a king. When you're able to bring an idea that solve a particular problem that people have been facing for long, you make your money. You will also have contributed to your name having a lasting impact on the climb of time. So we need to know that research should go beyond just writing. If it's writing, you as myself now, I've written over 220 articles. I'm asking myself, we want more now. We want more now. We want to do more. And that's where the issue of consultancies, work, interested customers are coming for the patent and all of those things. So that should be our drive as academics. All right. Now, the triple LEs model of innovation is a framework that emphasizes the dynamic, recursive interaction between these three principles: the academic, research institute, the industry, and the government. If you go to some developing country anyway, they call them developing countries, the likes of South Africa, Kenya, you see this interaction taking place between governments, the industry, and the institution. They fund, and that's why you have a lot of fund. The majority of Nigerians move to South Africa now to go and do PhD on a fully funded basis or partially funded or postdoc, because there is opportunity for fund is available for them, and in the process they solve industry problem. And this comes to this interaction that we are talking about. We have our own part to play as researcher, and that's why I'm talking to you as a university. I know the government have their part to play in placing down policies, okay, but institution must begin to also see how we can solve our problem locally, all right, and then sell this problem to this industry. It may be difficult to develop trust for us. Maybe I'll talk about that as I progress. But over time, you may win their trust. And 1, 2, 3 solutions that you bring aboard, and they see that it's better than what they're even getting from outside, makes you a king. You begin to make money. So academic innovation arises from systematic practices, structured processes we have in our academic settings. And that means that we are going to have the capacity to generate funds for our institution. And we are going to have capacity for startup based on the kind of research we do, okay? And when startups are coming up, we have opportunity for partnership. We are developing workforce for industry. Definitely, we become valuable. Our institution, our university is at the center of Abuja. So majority of companies send their people down to us to train them, to improve their sale, to improve their workforce, to improve their skill, to upgrade their skill. And that gives us opportunity as an institution to make money. There is income coming from that platform. And of course, income coming for the lecturer who is also facilitating for the skill set he has developed over time. All right, so we need to shift, okay, towards knowledge-based global economy. If you look at 2020, as stated by NIST, that 44% of their financing was coming from R&D, compared to some of us that are saying we're depending on government, we are doing this, we are doing that. It's coming from R&D. And R&D, when you're talking about that, it means the industry is relating with them, all right? There's relationship between industry and the government, and then the institution are solving problem for them. So that is essentially very important for us to take note of, all right? Scientific breakthrough is also driving new markets in health, energy, and material. Like I said, researches are becoming wide now. A lot of development in the health sector, a lot of development in the energy sector, a lot of especially in the energy sector, where people are moving from non-renewable sources, fossil fuel, to renewable sources. You have a lot of research opportunity there. Material development, okay? Opportunities are there in AI, opportunities are there in artificial intelligence, coming to everything. And that gives us opportunity as researchers, as academics, better than our old professors, so to say, our teachers of then. Now things have changed and we need to evolve with it. Very, very essential, all right? Now, take a look at the University of Cambridge as a case study. Now, this innovation that we're talking about, they exemplify it very well. Now, in fact, in recent analysis, Cambridge Research Teaching and Enterprise activities were found to contribute around 29.8 billion pounds to the UK economy. That's roughly 4 times what the Premier League that we watch. You know, Premier League contribute a lot, but that's 4 times what it contributes. The research alone, because what it brings, the breakthrough that comes, the industry that comes, and that's how does it happen? They have an ecosystem that generates 178 spin out of companies from them. Now University, for example, we have like last year, we have like 5 startups from Nile University of Nigeria. We have like this year, we're having like 2 of them that are starting up, okay? 213 startups. You know, this is how you actually contribute to the environment, and that's to the nation. And in one way or the other, it comes back to you. Those startups started from us. In fact, some of them were funded by the university. They gave some amount of money for them to start their idea and also grow. One way or the other, the lecturers involved in such a startup will be making its royalties. The university will be having their royalties. So in one way or the other, you're actually unlocking wealth for yourself. I imagine these startups become something very big, something that takes over the world. It becomes something that is traceable to Thomas Adewumi University. It started from there, all right? Very essential. So I say unlocking wealth, that's for university-based. When you now talk about individual, because of time, I'm actually rushing because of time. I'm looking at my time. You'll be talking about patent filing. You are doing research that is patentable. And doing research that is patentable means that you are actually solving a problem. You are looking at improving a system, or you are looking at reducing costs, or you are looking at reducing stress on people. This kind of research, one way or the other, they will generate patent for you. You are solving a problem, a direct problem from industry. You are solving a direct problem of reducing costs. People are using 10 naira, you are reducing it to 2 naira. That's something. Or you are bringing what is abroad to Nigeria. You are doing a back reverse engineering. You are bringing that here. That brings opportunities for you to patent, and people come. Don't be discouraged that, oh, I have 5 patents now. We only got 1 this year, to God be the glory. We got 1 this year that somebody is interested in, and that one is very huge. I was even gisting with my friend. I said we're going to India by July, by God's grace, to finalize some of the equipment that might be needed for the patent. to do some other work on it. So don't be discouraged when you start and say, okay, I'm just having patent, nobody's coming. Continue to do pitch your idea, pitch your patent, sell it to people when you have opportunity to platform. This is what we have done. This is what we have done. This is what we have done. I think you can call me. Okay, intellectual property ownership and license revenue, research commercialization and technology transfer, university industry collaboration, startup formation and academic entrepreneur spin-off, quality publications and books. They also earn you money. I think I will give us a token of that towards the end. Now, patent filing. Now, the question is, research you have been doing, are they patentable? Is there something, is this solving a direct problem? Is it in existence? If it's in existence, is it in UK, is it in US, is it in South Africa, is it somewhere else that we're localizing? Okay, if that is there, then you can actually submit it to trademark, patent and registry and design registry, that's federal government of Nigeria, or you do a US patent, or you do an European patent, or you do a world patent. All right. Now, this gives you the exclusive right to that novel idea. All right, and then you own it. Somebody can come for it tomorrow, buy it. You make your royalty from it from years to years. Okay, because of an idea that comes from your intellectual strengths. All right, and that's why when you are actually looking to solve a problem, don't solve it because you want to publish a paper. It is good as academics, you want promotion, you want this, who can solve a problem in terms of getting promotion and all of those things, and then we are gone. But let's look beyond that. Is it possible for us to do more? Is it possible for us to do more? Is it possible, this idea that we are doing, okay, even if it's taking us 10 years to solve this problem, it's in the long run going to come. We have that strength to tarry, to wait, and make sure that that problem comes to a point where there is an acute solution for it and it's patentable. So if you want to get patents, you must make sure that you disclose what the invention is in sufficient detail and meet the criteria of novelty, non-obviousness, and then the industrial applicability. What I mean by that is the patent office will also do their own review, check online. I remember the last patent we sent out now, we made a, what do you call it? This carrier that they use in the market, but we made our own, something that you can control from your phone, you can control from this. We made something like that and we sent it for. So they were asking, what's the difference between this and cards? They were doing a lot of investigation. We have this idea before. Okay, we have this idea before, but we have automated it. We made it easy. It carry more load. It's less stressful and all of those things. I was okay, let's grant them. It's on that stage 2 review now. So that is essential. And if it comes, you will get people who want to work at it. You are good to go. Like the briquetting machine we made, a government became interested before politics came in and all of those things. And then when politics came in, they had thrown the idea down to us and said we should keep waiting. It's a briquetting machine that has its own stove. You make the briquette, there's also a stove, double-faced stove that we made for it. It's going to help the local people. And then if a company get that idea from what they are producing it, they are selling it to the local people, there's no way we are getting back our royalty. This is how we make our money. All right? This is how we make money. Okay. Now, intellectual property ownership, I think I've talked about that. You get your fees, you get your royalty back. All right. Research commercialization. So I believe that the university has what is called technology transfer office. Now, these are the people that do face-to-face with, what do you call it? The industry. They do face-to-face with individual entrepreneurs who are interested in the output that comes from Thomas Adewumi, for example. They have this interaction with them. So you have a tech fair. All the lecturers have done something for a year. Can we have a tech fair or science fair where you invite industry from Ilorin environment, from Abuja, they come around, they look at what you have done. Can it solve a problem for them? That's one phase. Anyway, you can commercialize your research through that way. And then, like I said, technology transfer is the collaborative flow of knowledge and IP from creator, university, this, to public or private entity. And what is it aiming at? Okay, it's aiming at benefiting the society through new application venture. All right. So, university industry collaboration. this is very essential, and some of us are not using it. So let me tell you the way we work at it at Waste to West Group, Waste to West Research Group. What we do is we go to industry. Some of them is very tough for them to believe you, to trust you, because the barrier is already there. There's a huge gap, and towards the end, I will show you there's a huge gap of this trust, and they don't trust that you can solve their problems. So, sir, you have this waste. We can actually convert it to something meaningful for you. So rather than you just throwing it away, can you do this? This is our proposal. This is what we can do. So, okay, let's see the MD. Let's see the MD. So you will not be tired. I know it could be tasking because of the nature of our job. We teach in class, we supervise students, we do this, but you must be intentional at what you are doing, because that's what you're actually solving the problem that we're facing in the society. So when we go there, I say, okay, we trust you. Can you write a proposal on this? I have a proposal on my table now that they ask us to write on a coal-fire plant. All right. That's the way you work. You go to industry, you have some industry around you. You can be deliberate as an institution. Form research groups. These research groups are targeting companies that are into their research, companies that their research can work with, what they can do in a new way, better way for them. You go there, you propose a solution to the problem they have. Ask them, what problem do you have over the year? Can we please take it up, and our students, ourselves, we work on this? What do you think? Okay, how much is it going to cost? You have to write a quality research paper, okay, and present to them. Present your budgets. Don't overblow it for a start. All right, you start with the little amount. Don't be looking for the initial gain. It will come. Okay, solve their problem in a way you can do. Let them finance the research. Be truthful at it, and then one way or the other, they'll call you next. Oh, we have this problem. Please, can you do it? Like twice now, we have had company reaching out to us. They say, can you do this? I said, we can do it. Okay. All right. Please get it to us. Get it done. All right. Things like that. Startup formation and academic entrepreneurship spin-off. I think I talked about startup earlier. Okay. If you have idea that you are formed, you can even do a startup with it. I just cited an example. The double face stove that has a griller that we made is running on biomass. Is something the students can pick it up. Have a small industry that is turning that one out. Before you know it, an industry is starting, a small company is starting. People are taking it over, it's working. All right. So, and for that, the university must have incubation center. And I see that majority of universities in Nigeria now, we're now having incubation centers, okay, where you actually incubate this idea. There is also seedling fund for them to start. And one way or the other, you have a bond with them as a university and as the lecturer that is in charge of that. So it means we are intentional towards what we are doing. So intentional research is extremely important. So I know we have challenges, all right? In fact, the common barrier we talk about is the valley of death between research and commercialization. There is a long wait period. The first patent I had was in 2018. In fact, it's that 2018 idea that is just coming on board now, that somebody is just interested in just this year. You see? But imagine the distance. We could be young, we have done this, nothing is forthcoming. Keep improving on it. It could be tasking, but keep improving on it. Money will come. Regulatory orders are also there. Okay. I remember somebody said, this is your idea, will go against a lot of people who are doing this, I hope you are going to have a way to. I said, when the time comes, we will see. Then the market risk. Some people they are afraid. If we invest in this, is it going to work? What is this going to do? What is this going to do? All of those are there. But I'm saying that if you want to build wealth as an academics, you can follow this path. Now, the practical section that I want to talk about, I will talk about the research group, how we work, and then the ASCS and intentional research. So intentional research, yeah, I think I've talked about it. You are targeting industry that needs, I hope you can hear me, please. Hello?
We can hear you, sir.
Hello? Can
Yes,
we
sir,
hear
we
me?
can hear you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm looking at my time because I'm just rushing. I don't want to to go beyond the 40 minutes. Intentional research and academic industry proposal, I talked about that, is you need to be proactive, industry target research planning. So what are you doing? You're bridging a gap, writing a compelling industrial facing proposal. You have a problem. I remember, what is this company in Ilorin? Camwire. They have the problem of disposal of the waste and blah, blah, blah. Then we wrote a proposal to them. It was back and forth, back and forth. When I was in Umuano, it was back and forth and all of those stuff. And then it didn't see the light of the day. Like I said, discouragement will set in. Say, gosh, all these people who are trying to reach out to and they are not coming. Don't worry. Keep on doing your work. One way it will hit out. And don't stop. Outcome, deliverable, timeline, and budget must be there. Strategic outreach, form research group. Like I said, have research group, especially with this, our sustainable development goal. Have research group that targets 1 or 2 sustainable development goal and have targeted company. Be intentional at the right proposals that tackles real business challenges. That's how to actually do it. That's what we are doing anyway. And one way or the other is bringing results to us. All right. Now, value exchange also. Company usually fund pilot study of prototype. If you have pilot study, you have done something at a small level and you have shown the company, you've been able to have an idea of reaching them, you reach them, this is what we do. You have done it at lower level. Can you sponsor it? I remember Naseni, before the switch of power, was ready to finance our pilot study for direct reduced iron. Okay, it's just 55 million anyway. And all of a sudden there was a switch in power, and then they just wrote us August last year that we should send a new proposal, which I was just discouraged with the politics anyway. But what I'm saying in essence is these are things that actually get you up. These are things that get you flying. All right. Okay. Now, formalized relationship engagement with industry advisory board. This is very essential, please. The engineers now have what is called OBE, outcome-based education is what we are practicing. And so definitely you are going to have industrial advisory board working with you as a department. These people knows what they need in the industry. They come to you. Of course, they help you in developing your curriculum to train your students towards what the industry really needs at this time. The kind of things that industry needs, you put them into your curriculum. But also, they also come in with a problem from the industry. And that's why you will not wait until when you need their grants. You have biochemistry departments. There are industry that works with that. Go to their MD, appoint such a person as industrial board over your departments and who work with you at the departmental level. 2 or 3 different companies are working with you. If they have problem, they will think of Thomas Adewumi and they say, okay, we have some researcher there. Can they solve this problem? Oh, this so thing is too this. Can we throw it to them if they can do it? And before you know it, you begin to form this and you build capacity in that direction. All right. I don't know how to simplify it more than that, but that's one way that you can actually unlock wealth as an institution. All right. Now let's look at how you can also make money from your publication. You know, some of us think that when we write, we just write and that's it. We get promotion and we don't know. I did that up till last 2 years. I didn't know that there are people that actually pay for publication because there is royalty. It is your work also, whether it's basic research or research that is solving a problem, and you are writing it out there. People download it, people cite it, people photocopy it, people make it into book in their places, and there is an organization that collects your royalty for you. Now, this organization is called ALCS. They are called Author Licensing and Collection Society. So what it is a passive royalty income anyway. It comes once a year, or depending on the kind of thing you are submitting to them, they pay twice a year. But for academics, mostly because we write chapter and book, we write books, we write publications, they pay every March of every year. And they have been paying this money since 1977. In fact, last year they paid £44 million to us, around 25,000 members, and they've paid more than 700 million pounds since 1977. So they are real, they are legit, they are legal because they are even legal entity themselves. What they do is to collect your royalty. All right. So how do you go about it? As an academic, you will register with them. It is free to register. It's just that by the time you are collecting your first royalty, they will deduct the registration fee there, and I think it's 36 pounds for lifetime membership. All right. And then your chapter in book, your journal must be qualified for this process. It is simple, and it doesn't even carry any risk. I said low risk, it doesn't even carry any risk. If I remember this year they placed a ban on majority of Nigerian accounts because some people were doing hanky-panky. They were submitting papers that is not their own to the platform, because you submit the paper that is your own to the platform and then you make money from it. I was paid around 5 million last year. This year I was paid around 1 million. That's something anyway. It's an addition to what I have. Okay. And then I know of a professor who got 12 million naira. I know somebody who got 7 million naira. I know somebody who got 6 million naira. All right. Depending on the number of applications you've submitted, how people download it, the people who use it, the university that subscribe, and all of those. So ALCS is something I want you to take home as a small gift if you don't know about it yet. So now, how do you submit to ALCS? ALCS collect only manuscripts that are published by UK-based journals. Okay, UK-based, that's United Kingdom based journal. Elsevier, Springer, Taylor and Francis, Nature, Wiley, that are UK-based. You know, there are some Elsevier that are Netherlands, there are Brazil, there are Pakistan. Not that. Those Elsevier that are UK-based, those Springer that are UK-based, those Taylor and Francis that are UK-based. And so what we did in our research group is that we have some papers that we know are very high qualities and all of those stuff are submitted in UK-based journal, all right? And when you search, for example, I pick a journal of one of your staff, Journal of Molecular Structure, trying to search whether the journal is in UK, because you can know whether a journal is based in UK by the time you use Schimago journal. I believe some of us know what Schimagos are. Schimago is, it helps you in understanding the journal rank and the journal country, all right? So when I did that, I got to know that this Journal of Molecular Structure is not in UK. It's not a UK-based journal. It is a Netherlands journal. But if you see Journal of Biomolecular Structure and Dynamics, you will see there, United Kingdom, Taylor and Francis. It's a UK-based journal. So this journal is qualified to be submitted to ALCS platform. I'll do a demonstration of that platform for you before I round up. So this will be submitted. So so this journal is eligible for payment. Now, the article you publish there will now be uploaded to ALCS platform. Now, ALCS platform, this is the platform. When you type it in Google, you see this platform. So if you are a new member, you will register here, okay? But you cannot register if you don't have a UK-based journal. All right, you must have a UK-based journal. All right, and then because when you are registering, it will ask you for one UK-based journal to register first. Once you register that, then you can add and populate other journals that are UK-based. So you register, you put your email and password, and then you can log in. If you log in, you see platform like this. So you can add article, you can add book chapters. It will ask you the article title, that's your article title. The publication title means the journal that I just explained to you, Journal of Molecular, Biomolecular, whatever, you type it there. What is the ISSN number? Very important, you get that one also in Schimago. It's in Schimago. The year of publication, is it 2020 or 2021? You also put it there, right? Estimated word count, maybe it's 5,000 word or 6,000 word, depending. All right. And then they must not be open access journal, meaning it's not a journal that you pay to publish. They must be subscription-based journal. Journal that you pay to publish there, they will not give you back the money. It's subscription-based journal. So it's intentionality now when you are doing your research to up your game and make sure your research is publishable by top journal. You're not just publishing any type of article, you are publishing quality article and you're targeting UK-based SCBR, Springer, Taylor. You can spread it around, all right? They will pay you for it, okay? And then you can, you will see a place to log in your account details, okay? Whether it's a UK, if you have a UK account, you put it there. If you have overseas accounts, that's like Nigeria accounts, you will put it there, all right? And then, or you want them to pay you fair agents, which is not necessary. So I use overseas accounts, which is Nigeria account, GTB. I put it there. So they pay in pounds or they pay in your, they pay in the local currency. They pay in Naira, they pay in pounds. They don't pay in dollars, okay? So they pay in pounds, they pay in, so if you have a pound account, you can submit it. Not bad. But if you have a local account, they will also convert it for you. Their conversion is always better anyway, even better than the abokis in the market, all right? That's very essential. If I finish now, we can ask questions around about that. I'll demonstrate it for you. So as I'm moving towards the end, now, if you are going to get here, I told you publishing in notable outlets, very intentional. Springer, Taylor and Francis, Wiley, Oxford University journals, they always UK-based. It increases your citation, your download, your usage, the photocopy, and it leads you to get more royalty from ALCS. Another thing is peer recognition and consulting potential. Some of us are not feasible. We're not feasible in terms of our research output. If you type your name in Google now, it is very difficult to find some of us as researchers. That's dangerous for us making money. It is, because personally, to share a testimony on that, somebody just called me from nowhere, from House of Assembly. Are you Dr. Adeleke? I read your paper on this, so. Can you solve a national problem? I said, thank you. I got connected to National Assembly. I don't know anybody. Now, they read my paper. Somebody was interested to read and saw some of the things I've done that he thinks can solve a problem. And it was actually there, and it solves a problem. It made me a consultant one way or the other to them. So what I'm saying is, be feasible. The papers you think you are publishing, even if it's Q2, Q3, continue to do it. Even if it's the basic research you have opportunity in based on the lab equipment and all of those things you have now, continue to do it. Continue to do it. Give you access to consulting. I have opportunity to work with one of my respected friends and professor. We have not met each other before. Is Professor Jude, very brilliant professor. We met each other online, and the relationship has gone international. It has gone so well that if I can't open my mouth and tell you how many millions is coming to my accounts because of that relationship. So, and we keep complaining, oh, there's no money, there's no money. If we don't do that, get feasible. Go to LinkedIn, you publish a paper, let us know you brought a new idea on board, come on board, put it on ResearchGate, let Google Scholar pick you, be feasible everywhere. I was trying to search for Thomas Adewumi. I was gisting with the coordinator of this program. I was telling him that you need to step up, because I was looking at Thomas Adewumi. I said, I saw 79 articles for the whole university. I said, it's a good one. You are just starting, but at least you up your game, be feasible. It's very important. I have had opportunity to do a PhD assessment internationally from different countries because of feasibility. I don't know them. They saw the work. They said, okay, this guy can be good. And you know, some of these things are 34 million naira we're talking about just to do that. Some consultancy jobs comes for you. I said, this guy can do it. It's in Nigeria. What do you think about this? They are paying you in $2,000, $3,000. Money is coming in. So be good at what you are doing, be intentional in the kind of research you're doing, and be focused. Don't be jumping around. You are seeing you in engineering today, doing some research in civil engineering. You are jumping to join people in economics to do research. You are jumping around. They don't know what kind of face you have. So if you see my work now, you see it's biomass multifaceted use. So every equipment round about it, we design, we use it for this, for that. Everybody. So if you are looking for somebody in that area, say that's him, go and pick him. All right. very, very intentional. All right. It gives you also access to have opportunity for international engagement. Just came back from Tunisia last week. I was there based on what somebody saw. Oh, this guy, he can be part of the Afritech chair. And it opens you up, opportunity opens up. Okay, but I know that this demand hard work and intentionality with the quality of research that we are doing. Right. Let me be concluding to say that innovation is the new capital. Your creativity must be channeled to solve real problem. I've talked about that. Patents protect your genius and open door for commercialization. Please patent your idea. Somebody can steal it and claim it's their own. And then I say, okay, that thing came from us now. It's a lie. Consulting transform your expertise into income while extending your societal impact. Okay. Oh, Doc, we have nominated you to be part of the people who are going to speak at a particular conference that is organized by the federal government, blah, blah, blah. Oh, thank you so much. We saw your work. It comes like that. But you see, if you're not feasible, nobody will bring something like that to you. And feasibility is not by location. You can be in Thomas Adewumi and the call will be coming from Abuja, coming from US. It's not by location, okay? Intentional and collaborative research increases relevance, reach, and funding potential. Even some of these funding opportunity that we have, they will ask, who has done a research in this direction? What kind of grants have you had before? Okay, I have this kind of grants before. I have this kind of grant before. It gives you access to make more, all right? And lastly, high quality publication elevates your feasibility and attracts global recognition. Oh, this guy is good at what he does. This is it. That's it. Okay. Somebody just reached out to me on LinkedIn yesterday. Oh, we want to submit your name to be able to assess a PhD student in India. Oh, you're welcome. That's money for me. Okay. It's opportunity to also travel. They will pay for your tickets and all of those things. You are getting exposure. Things are becoming better for you. Feasibility leads to access to partnership project and professional growth. And platform like ALCS, they get you pay for your intellectual outputs. Thank you so much for having me. I believe we will have questions and contribution. Then you have one of the reference I use. Thank you for having me. Hello.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adeleke. This is quite very insightful. Mentioning the numbers is something that is actually provoking joy. And I'm sure some people will have some questions. They will want to connect with you so that they can further be guided. Thank you so much. So we want to open now for questions online and physically. The moderator should please coordinate the questions and question on site, while we also allow those that are very welcome to ask their questions. So if you have questions, can you go to the chat? Questions for Dr. Adekunle, how you can actually use the examples he has provided to patent your research work and also to also get funds from your publications. High-end publications is specified. So let's turn in the questions now. Thank you. Over to Ms. Dami.
Do you have any question?
Good afternoon, Dr.
Good afternoon,
Adeleke. Thank you for the beautiful presentation. In the course of your presentation, precisely in slide 8, you mentioned the amount of money Cambridge University research-related findings have generated into United Kingdom national income. Sir, do we have that kind of record in Nigeria from the research in Nigeria? And if no, what do you think may cause this? And what are the possible impacts of the research papers being produced in Nigerian universities? Thank you.
Okay, can I answer? Can I answer that question, please? Can you hear me?
Please go ahead and answer the question, Doc. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Now, that kind of record, I'm not sure it's available. Like I said one of the challenge we have in the developing nation, including Nigeria, is this value of debts, the gap that is wide in between industry and the government and the research institute. You know, that's triple Ellis triangle supposed to hold, where the government made policies that work towards the academia, and the academic solve industrial problem. Like I suggested, some of these companies in UK, my friend that is working there, some of them, they don't even pay their staff. It's based on the fund you generate from the industry. You solve problem, they give you a grant to solve problems. From that grant, you'll be taking your salary from, all right? So that is a major challenge. But I also said that, please let me plug my system. It's about to go. Yeah, thank you. I also said that we cannot be sitting on problem or the challenge, because if we need somebody who is research oriented, who knows that the nation grows by the quality of the research and the industrial collaboration. That's the reality. Nation grows by the quality of research that comes for them, intentional research. But if we continue to see that and say, oh, we are blaming this, we are putting blame on this person, because I can give 10, 100 people the blame and say the blame is coming from this, the blame is coming from this. Let's try our own personal way to do what we can do, the little we can do, all right? In terms of be intentional in visiting this industry, be intentional in looking at what they do. And with the kind of collaboration that OB is even bringing, outcome-based education and the CCMAS, if they allow it to work, the way it's supposed to be, is bringing to us now there is going to be industrial people on your committee as a department. So you are going to have industries, 4, 5, 6 industry people forming the curriculum with you, looking at the problem that the industry have, and in that process, they bring their problem to you. That generates fund. That's one way parts go to the government, comes to you also. So that's what I'm saying. So I can't put blame on this person. I can blame the government because there's no policy. I can blame the industry because they don't trust the research capacity and the problem-solving capacity of the institution. I can blame the institution because they're also not going beyond the basic research. They don't want to also step up. So we can continue to put the blame around. So, but that's not what we are talking about now. We're talking about intentionality in doing the little we can and getting this to the industry, getting this to them one way or the other, even if it's small, if it's little that we're starting with. Okay, and as a new university, we have all the opportunity here to actually have deep relationship with industries. Don't start on the basis of what are you going to give us? Start on the basis of what problem can we solve for you? Okay, what are your challenges? They have challenges. These industries, they have challenges. They bring experts from abroad. They bring Chinese, they bring Indians, they bring UK people to solve it. And it's not as though we don't have the capacity, we don't have the brain. Okay, but what do we want to gain? What is how much is going to come to my purse? If that's what we are bringing forth, then it becomes a problem. So I cannot tell you that we have that kind of amount coming to Nigeria because of that. Even the one that they are releasing to release to the research itself, I'm not sure it's getting to a lot of people. All right, it should have been consumed at the midway before it gets done. I don't know whether I answer your question in a way or I'm political about it. Can you hear me, please?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir. I can't hear you.
You mentioned the outcome-based education.
Yes, sir.
OBE.
Yes.
Like me, I just returned from Malaysia, where
Okay.
we had OBE to the core. And the way I saw Nigerian system, practicing it is nothing to write home about. Yeah, because the Korean as a regulating body, as part of the important stakeholder in engineering program, they have not yet spelled out their, I mean, their characteristics, which we need to see in engineering graduates. But when we say outcome-based education, I mean, by definition, they are the knowledge and the skill which the student, the engineering graduate student, needed to possess upon graduation. I emphasize again, upon graduation. Example now, like that of Malaysia, we have about 12 statements like that about engineering principle, theoretical principle, complex problem solving, modern technology, engineering ethics, project management and finances and all this kind of thing. But Korean, this one, they ensure that it reach all the university running Bachelor of Engineering program. And they really enforce it. And that's why they come for accreditation. They monitor all these qualities in their, in the engineering undergraduates.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of the outcome-based education, like lecturer will fit the learning outcome. Lecturer. And this one will be measured at the end of the examination to see how many students pass, how many students fail. Then that of the program learning outcome fit by the Korean. That's where I'm going now. Program learning outcome, because there will be a kind of sort of mapping between the learning outcome and the program learning outcome fit by the Korean. You know, just like that, also program educational objective. This one will be fit by the school. That is what they want their by the university. What they want their graduate to be 3 to 5 years upon graduation. Example now, maybe how many students continue with their postgraduates, locally or internationally, number one. Number two, how many students, how many of their graduates are gainfully employed? That is contributing to the human capital of the, of the country. Human capital now. Human capital. Then number three, how many students involved in entrepreneurship or technopreneurship? Number three, engage in a business. Number four, engineering ethics. How many of the students are involved in a crime? Yeah. How many of them uphold the ethics of the profession? Of course, some will fail. So they will look at all this one, and all this one will be measured 3 to 5 years after the graduation. While that of the Korean will be measured upon the graduation. But Korean now, to me, it's like they are sleeping, they are sleeping giants. I've not seen that mission statement since the time I arrived, and some of the universities I've visited, you know, even the theory here now, I'm working now. I've not seen it, but I'm trying to, put something there now, based on my international experience, you know. So what can you say about it? Because we are unlocking the wet. We are unlocking the wet through academic innovation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Let me say categorically that yesterday I was still in the OBE training for close to 4 hours. All right. And I'm very sure that what you are explaining is exactly what Korean has. Maybe it has not been cascaded down completely. There is the program education objective, which is 3 to 5 years after graduation, which you just mentioned, is there. And then there is the POs, okay, which the university set down. The university set the PO, and then there is the PO which the lecturer set down. We have like 11 or 12 of them, okay? So all of these are there. The plan is fine. In fact, for you to know, Korean has gone to the JAM office to say henceforth we are not admitting more than 40 to 60 students, depending on the capacity of the university, so that this outcome-based education will actually work. All right. I cited outcome-based because of engineers. I'm not saying we're limited to engineers now. Engineers, we can, because of that partnership with industry, okay, which other departments, whether biochemistry, whether law, can also begin to learn from, to bring industry experts to come on board in their industrial advisory board, 5 to 6 of them. Those people are working in top companies. They know the challenges they have. They can bring these challenges on board, and it becomes a curriculum you draft for the students to begin to learn how to solve. But it also can become projects, okay? Project idea, research idea that you can solve, which they can finance. That was why I brought the issue of OBE in, all right? And trust me, like they asked us to trust them yesterday. I also asked a lot of questions. They ask us to trust them, okay? And I'm also saying you can trust them with us. That this OBE, if they allow it to work, our engineering system will change, all right? If they allow it to function well. The plan is good. In fact, Malaysia people came to our campus. You know, Nai University is one of the running, one of the experimental running partner. Nai Covenants, BUK, and University of Lagos. We are the partners. So the Malaysia people came to us. They saw what we are doing. They said, oh, guys, you are still far behind, but this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do, and this is how you can do it, all right?
How you doing now?
Hello, somebody is disturbing us. Mr. Taiwo, please, can you mute yourself? All right, so the OBE, I brought it up because of the industrial relationship, all right, that we should have. So it's not limited to engineering. Other departments can have it, 4 to 5 people that are working as experts in industry, and they can relate with you. They can bring their problem to you. You can have solution to their problem. In that case, you'll be generating fund for the university. You also be generating fund for yourself and locking wealth. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
All right, thank you, sir, for the presentation. You talk about ALCS paying royalty.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, the royalty they are paying us, is it commensurating with the amount you use in publishing such work in Exivia? Because when you look at it, you said the journal should not be open access. Nigerians have found a way of taking journals that you have to pay for, using some application to get it. Because I believe the royalty is also coming from such mechanism on board that the journal is not accessible by all. You have to pay. But what do you say about all those people that steal journal online? I use the word steal. Then the second question, you talk about bringing industry experts to all the departments so as to do research that are productive. I believe for better productivity, when curriculums are designed by even the so-called NUC, industry experts should be brought on board. Because take, for instance, now the new CC marks that we are using, the universities just have autonomy to do 30%. What becomes of the 70%? Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much for your question. The number one thing is ALCS. I said something. I said I didn't know about this until 3 years ago. Imagine, I've been publishing since 2011. Okay. Now, so what happened to me 3 years ago? I don't know anything. Nobody's collecting any royalty for me. I don't know any. I'm just doing my own research. Nobody's collecting anything for me. So it means that I was actually not collecting anything. So they don't owe me anything. But once I got to know them, last 2 years, now the little amount, 5 million naira they paid me last year, it was something. Even though when you look at the quality of research, the equipment usage, and all of those things, you have to pay for this or not. Before, nobody was paying me for that, all right? But now I have something to come for it. So that's what I'm saying. There's also an addition, a little token. That's why I say it's a passive income. It's not a major income, all right? And when you say still journal online, you're talking like about the likes of PsyOp, okay? It's not, PsyOp is a database. And PsyOp being a database doesn't mean that it will not show that people download it. So what ASCS does is open access journal is different from closed access journal. Open access journal are journal that you as an author pay for. for them to publish. You pay the APC, article processing charges. We have them in SCBI, we have them in all type of journal, Willis and all. But subscription-based journal, you don't pay for it, all right? You just send it to them, you sign the copyright over to them, they own it in quotes, all right? But I'm saying that even the copyright that they own, they're supposed to be paying you part of that money. And that's where ASCS come on board to say, Dr. Adeleke published this so paper. You have made 100,000 from it, pay him 10,000 naira. Okay, that's what they do. So you don't publish in open access and expect to be paid because you paid the APC already, and it's open access. No, people download it freely. So university can download it and keep it in the archive freely because you paid for it. You want more access. But if it's subscription-based journal, they will pay you. And so I even ask, how much do you have that you are paying APC? I don't like paying APC, article processing charge. Imagine I published a paper last year in Renewable and Sustainable Energy Review. It's a 96% journal, impact factor of 16.5. The payment is around $5,008 if I'm going to publish open access. So I switch to subscription base. $5,008, that's around 7 million naira. So where will I have that money? So I don't do that. So do subscription-based journal, all right? Keep your money to at least survive and keep your family. And then even with the subscription-based journal, you still have your money back. They will pay you your royalty later on for the people who download it. You know, university, like Nile University, we have subscribed to Science Direct, we have subscribed to FCOs, we have subscribed to a lot of databases. So those databases, okay, people download them, use them, they'll go to them and collect your money. That's where this comes from. You can read about them. Like I've put it in the link. If they share the slide with you, you can read about them. All right. And then the second one, I am not asking you to bring the industrial expert to come and do research with you. All right. I'm saying that based on the new curriculum, there should be industry advisory board that are part of the 30% you are forming. We argued that 30% was small for the university, blah, blah, blah. It's not true. We have argued that with a lot of people, but at least they've done their own. But the 30% where you have autonomy, bring them on board to see how you can innovate as an institution. In them serving as industrial board, and they are seeing the quality of graduates you are producing, they can bring their problem down to you. That's what I'm saying. And say, okay, we are solving this also one of our machine developed problem. What do you think is the problem? Can you do the failure analysis of this equipment for us? And then they give you the project to undo. Or can you make a new material that can solve this also problem in place of the material we are using? You have the advantage because they are part of your academic advisory board. That's what I'm saying. So, but you can also have experts from there coming to teach the students. You can have experts from industry coming to showcase some of the things they use. And in the process also, they will bring their problem down and say, oh, we have this problem we are trying to solve. Is there any expert in this area who can solve it? Do you have any postgraduate students you can do? Oh, we can sponsor the students. Oh, okay, we are going to give 3 million naira for you to do the little you can, and then we'll see the solution. That's my explanation, sir. So not necessarily you having collaboration in terms of doing research with you. My university advised that you have industry people as part of the co-supervisor of your projects, okay? Meaning, by implication, the industry people will be giving their own side of how to solve that problem, which is also not good, not bad. It's a good idea. All right, I'm not sure whether that's okay with you. All right.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for that amazing response. So, because of our time and time is on our side, please, we're able to take one more question, please. Is there any more question? Okay, it seems. All right, sorry, sir. Before I give the mic to the doctor, if you have anybody that have a question of online, you can make use of the chat or the Q&A future on this Zoom.
This is just a sort of advice that since you are just attending Korean assembly, you know, and they have seen this laxity on their part. So you can also in case they need a training, the trainer on this outcome-based education, you know. So we have a staff in Thomas Adewumi University, engineer Dr. Wasil Said. I can be contacted. I'm a registered chartered engineer, United Kingdom. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Washil, and I'll take note of that. You see, it's also an opportunity to actually let me know about you. Professor L. Wasil was here yesterday, and like I said, it was few of us that were trained. That's the third time I'll be trained also. And so if you are available, there is something I can actually recommend your name forward. You can pick it up, ask for my number from Dr. Farumbi. I can pick it up with them to say, okay, you're available also to be part of what they are doing and also make your contribution. You know, this is actually our country. We need to see how we can improve our engineering graduate quality. A lot of company complaints, graduates are not employable and blah, blah, blah. And it boils down to the curriculum we're using. And that's why we're trying to overhaul it now. All right. So if all hands are on deck and we are ready to do what it takes, I see the new proposal as something that will work. But like I asked yesterday, I said, if you are pressurizing us, the private university, to do this, what about the public university? Some of the old professors that are not ready to change their status and, and follow the new technology. But let's see what will happen. Thank you so much.
All right.
If you have any, see available later on.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Farumbi, are you there?
Thank you very much. The discussion continues. It has been such a very great enlightening evening here. And I'm sure colleagues have learned in a very massive way. We would provide the recordings of this KnowledgeX on the university YouTube channel. We'd also provide the slides. I have them with me already on the university website. We are going to close this event now. I most sincerely appreciate Dr. Adeleke for such an insightful time. He speaks extemporaneously, so I know if I give him opportunity for him to speak for the next 1 hour, if not for other schedules, he will continue to speak. But he's not speaking out of books, speaking out of experience. And we most sincerely appreciate for that. On behalf of the Vice Chancellor, I want to sincerely appreciate the opportunity to share with us your years of experience and knowledge this afternoon. Colleagues, thank you so much. We shall be drawing curtain to this June edition of the KnowledgeX right now. I want to appreciate everyone who have participated today, and I want to say let the discussion continue. Have a very good evening. Thank you so much, Dr. Adeleke.
Thank you so much for having me. Do have a pleasant evening.